Hi everybody, avanaintuitive here with our weekly predictions readings. This is for July 17th, 2024. I want to remind everyone this is for entertainment purposes only. And of course, please like, share, and subscribe as it does. It helps the channel. I'm growing slowly but surely. I did lose a few subscribers, so if you could just check to make sure that you're subscribed, I'd appreciate it. And if you are new to the channel, if you could take a moment to subscribe, I would appreciate it. You know, it is free. If you're new to YouTube and that, it is free. So there you go. So the first question that I have this week is, what role does a sense of humor play in achieving a higher vibrational state? Oh, and before I even get into that, that's the question, but I am using these Radiant Rider Waite tarot cards for clarity. I'm using the Clarity Tarot cards by Debra Zachau. And for our 3-card pick today, I'm using the Healing Energy Oracle. So there you go. We'll get the housekeeping out of the way. So what role does a sense of humor play in achieving a higher vibrational state? Right off the bat. Oh, I love it, right? A beautiful. First card I get is this 4 of Wands card. And this 4 of Wands card is like graduation, right? I'm hearing that it's a higher level vibration. Humor is a higher level vibration because we start off with love and we go down different levels, like, you know, to guilt and then eventually to fear. So this humor is high vibration. If you can cross that threshold and see things in a humorous light, then, you know, you're looking at them in a higher vibrational light. I also got this Page of Swords card. People are learning how to do this, I think, a little bit more, and they're realizing that they have to just kind of sit back and have a good laugh about things, you know, even if it's a gallows humor type laugh. In fact, I will tell you a quick story about that in a moment, but coming out of it, this beautiful King of Wands, this king uses his intuition, right? Moves forward. This is actually a very funny, he's generous, he has those leadership qualities. He's kind of seen it all. And you know what? He sits back and he just rolls with it. And he does have fun with things going on in life. So I would say, what role does a sense of humor play in achieving a higher vibrational state? I think it plays a big role. And in fact, it reminds me of a story, you know, years ago, my dad was diagnosed with cancer, but we did not know this at the time. I actually was at the Cleveland Clinic with him, and he was getting his test results. And they took us in, you know, in a room, whatever. And the nurse came in and took his blood pressure. And she left. It was excellent. His blood pressure was excellent. And she left. And he looked at me. He said, you know, my blood pressure has never been that good before. I said, okay. Well, then they came in and they gave him the results. They said, you do have cancer, and here's what we're going to start doing. And they left. The doctors left, and, you know, of course, we're waiting to get scheduled for things, so we're still sitting in the room. And my dad looks at me and he says, I don't believe it. I have cancer. And I said, well, yeah, but look at it this way, Dad, your blood pressure is great, right? So we both started laughing because I know it's kind of like, oh my gosh, it's kind of like the gallows humor. I hate to say that, but, you know, we did, you know, you try to lighten the mood with things as best as you can. So we took it step by step and we got through it. So that's that. But anyway, that's my first question. My second question is, how can I address the idea of, I love this. How can I address the idea of killing bugs when I work in my garden, right? Everybody says, you know, everything is source. You shouldn't really kill bugs. You shouldn't really kill anything. So how can I address that when I'm working in my garden, right? I love this question because, of course, you know, bugs are like, I have to be honest, I know they're creatures of source and that, but they're not like, some of them are not my favorite things, let's be honest. So how can I address the idea of killing bugs when I work in my garden? I'm going to take these two. I love that. I love this question. Okay, here we go. First question the first card I got is this Justice card. Balance, right? The bugs are there to provide balance, and trying to look at the bugs. I just heard trying to look at the bugs is really a bigger part of nature. They're there. They're doing their job. They're doing their work. They're doing their life's work. I just heard, right? Having that balance in there. Of course, here's me sitting here. I'm really not happy with that as a gardener. So what's this answer? And a new answer I just heard coming in And again, now here's the Judgment card, which I love this because we have the Justice card and the Judgment. Not forgetting, of course, going back and realizing how important bugs are to our gardens and, you know, what we can do. And also having, I'm hearing, oh, here we go. I just heard more natural pesticides, okay? I mean, there's a lot of stuff out there, like, I'm not going to say any brand names or anything, but there's a lot of stuff out there that are more natural repellents. And look at this, having this beautiful emotional equilibrium. This family is out there. I'm not saying they're on a farm, but I'm sure they do farming and gardens, but they are able to keep things, you know, as natural and as clean. In fact, I never saw this before, but they have this water, they have their house, and they have like this stream running by, right? They don't want it full of pesticides and things, but on the other hand, you know, and debris and dead trees and things like that. But on the other hand, you do have to control those things. And that's what I heard. I just heard a more natural use of pesticides would be very, very helpful. So I'm going to have to go out and do that. I do actually have some natural pesticides, so I'm going to have to be more vigilant in repelling bugs before they even come into my garden. So let's see, what's my next question here? Oh, why do we want things that aren't meant for us so badly? Why do we want things that aren't meant for us? Why do we want things so badly that aren't meant for us? That's a good question. Why do we want things that aren't meant for us? Why do we want things like that so badly? I love it. Yeah, here we are. I don't know which way to go. I really want this. I don't know. Do I want this? There's a lot of things that I want, but I really don't know how to get to it. I'm blindfolded. I don't know how to get to the things that I want. There's that. But here we have this abundance, and I'm hearing because we have everything that we need, okay? Anything that we need, we're going to have. Source definitely provides, okay? And why do we want things so badly? Because we want to sit right in this like luxurious garden and, you know, have abundance around us and really sipping a cup of coffee or whatever our beverage of choice is. And really, that's really what we're looking for at all times. And of course, we want the celebration. I'm getting these two cards kind of in the middle of this layout, but we have to realize too that we only really get what we need, okay? And yet we have everything. Once we reach the vibrational state, we attract whatever that vibration is. So if we really, really want it, okay, and that's what I'm hearing too, do we want it as badly as we think we do? Because if we really want it, it will be provided, okay? If it's part of what our soul contract is, if it's what we really want, but this is telling me right here that, but do we want it, right? This kind of like, we think we want it, we're wishing we want for it maybe, but do we really have that level of passion for it? And what will we do once we get it? And this bottom of the deck card, we have every single thing that we want is out there. We just have to be able to get to the point of attracting it, and if we truly want it. And when you become passionate on something, and I mean really passionate, oh, and I just heard too that sometimes we get that, we want it so badly, we will start working towards it. It's something that we passionately want, but it's actually leading us closer to something that's really even much better for us. But we have to go towards something that we want so badly to get other things to come into our lives to actually redirect us to really what we want and actually what we truly need and what we really want. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. Oh. And then the last question I have here is, do we have a choice about incarnating, coming down here, either reincarnating or coming down here for the first time? Do we have a choice about that? Let me pull a couple cards. Do we have a choice about incarnating? Yeah, we absolutely do. But I got some interesting cards on it. The first card is this Page of Cups. This is kind of like us, like up there in this dream state before we come down here. Not that we're in a dream state. I'm not necessarily saying that. We're very clear. I believe we're very clear wherever we're at, whether we're here or we're, you know, up in like heaven or whatever. But we kind of like are in this dream state and we're kind of figuring things out, having to be discerning as to what we want as we move forward. In some cases, you know, this might feel like kind of like when we're down here, not when we're transition, but while we're down here, it feels like, why would we even want to come back down here? But you know what? When we're ready to come back down, we are ready. We're full of creative ideas. We're full of energy. We want to start. We want to have that level of being, of having that having the earthly experience that we're having right now. Coming down to learn and to train and to teach, also to learn, to do, and to teach. That's what we're coming down to do. And also then again, this Emperor card, love it, sitting in his power, sitting in our power. We come down here, especially as we become, you know, old souls, as we have lifetime after lifetime, if we choose to do that. Okay. I do believe, do we have a choice? Yes, we can come down here and learn as we want, but we can go many other places too. And then again, bottom of the deck card, I got this 10 of Pentacles again, which is, again, it's almost like I'm seeing, oh my gosh, I've never seen this card like this before, but here's the family with all of their generations. And these are like all family, like all orbs around them, spirit guides, people they know, family that's transitioned, right? Everybody's like right here. I just heard like, no matter where you're at, if you so want it, you can have all that, all those people back around you, all that energy around you. So absolutely. Do we have a choice about incarnation or incarnating? We absolutely do. So now my last thing is I didn't end up using any of my Clarity Tarot cards, so no worries there. But let's do a 3-card pick with the Healing Energy Oracle. This is a beautiful oracle or beautiful deck of cards. And yeah, let's see what we get for this, for our 3-card pick. Okay. Here we go. Card 1, card 2, card 3. Think about which card resonates with you. 1, 2, or 3. All right. If you picked card 1, you got the voice of the heart. That's a beautiful image. It says, I silence the fear in me and discover the voice of my heart. The fruit of these words guides me. I trust the song of my soul. My intuition leads me on the path of light. It's a beautiful message. I silence the fear in me and discover the voice of my heart. I love that. Card 2, it says in God's hands. If you're not, you know, if you're in Source's hands, my trust in life is implicit. Source's greater knowing and greatest love guide my heart and my choices. My faith is steady and I remain true to my light. Everything unfolds according to Source's will. I love this too. It says in God's hands, in Source's hands, right? Everything unfolds according to Source's will, all in divine timing. And if you picked card 3, I got peace. I am unwavering in the face of fear. I come to my senses and embrace challenge. I am determined to think with gentleness and calm. I find inner silence and become a manifestation of peace. So there you go. That's the 3-card picks. As you know, on Mondays, I do my shorts videos, which is a 3-card pick a card. On Tuesdays, I do the Super Duper Girl shorts. Wednesdays, here we are doing predictions and a 3-card pick. I'll see you tomorrow for our weekly energy reading with a 3-card pick. And then Friday, don't forget, weekend energy reading with a 3-card pick. And there you go. Check out my community page, because when I'm on other channels and that, I always list it. And other than that, I really do hope you have a beautiful day. And I will talk to you soon, my friends. Namaste.